I have clicked the go live button. So we are about to start this thing. Welcome to Wine Wednesday, everybody. Right. Sorry about the difficulties that we had over on Instagram, but we're here now. Is Wine Wednesday, and I am so excited to be joined live with the Vice Wine and the actual founder and winemaker, Malik. Malik, welcome.
Hey, Max. Thank you for having me.
We figured it out. We did this.
Yeah, we did it. Cheers.
Oh man, I have been well, cheers. Cheers to you. I'm so happy that you made it here. This has been open now for a while because it's been sitting here. I want to taste it without you.
Thank you.
This is the Vice Wine, the Malbec. So can I just start by, man, I need to take a sip first because we've had two technical difficulties, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, so
I'll take one as well.
All right, let's do this. Let's taste this. Ooh, that is, we haven't done a lot of Malbec on my show, so, but I'm getting nice, like, dark fruits here, black cherry.
A lot of black fruits, blackberries, black cherries, layers on layers on layers of chocolate. I get chocolate mousse somehow.
Okay,
Yeah. So think of like a chocolate truffle with some dark berries, top of jam inside. Yeah, so this Malbec is unlike any Malbec that you probably had from France or Argentina. So Malbec is one of the original Bordeaux varietals, one of the 6 red Bordeaux varietals that it's almost extinct right now in Bordeaux.
Mm-hmm.
And before 1899, actually half of Bordeaux was planted, almost half of Bordeaux was planted to Malbec. And there was a virus called phylloxera that killed almost 99% of the vines in Europe. Yeah. So when they grafted again those vines with American rootstock vines in Bordeaux, Malbec didn't do well. And Malbec kind of thrived in Argentina and another place in France, Southwest France. But you really don't find it much anywhere else.
No.
We have a tiny bit of it in Napa, and we treat it as a Cabernet. This is not your, this is not like your light, medium body Malbec. This is a powerhouse Malbec. It's really big, powerful. There's a lot of fruit. There's a lot of bit of everything. It's not sweet, but it's got a lot of fruity, sweet notes, although it's not sweet.
Exactly. And that's something we've talked about a lot with Vanessa on our show, about the difference between, something that's sweet and fruit forward. And I think this is like, you're right on with the chocolate, you know what I mean? That you get that like there's obviously a lot of dark fruit, but then you get in this like cocoa.
Yeah.
It's cocoa powder. I don't know what it is exactly, but that's wow. But again, this is really robust. It's big.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is a single vineyard Malbec. So it comes from one single vineyard in Oak Knoll district of Napa Valley. So this is a middle of Napa Valley floor type of wine. This is not a mountain fruit wine. It's really grown in the valley. Very small vineyard. And we make very little of this, a couple hundred cases. If you'll see in the back, I named the batch the Monkey, batch number 38, the Monkey.
The Monkey.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I like to name my wines, different names, and based on there's different stories. This one is really personal. I made over 40 wines to date, and This one I kind of fell in love. I mean, I love all my wines equally, but at the cellar, like as you can see a little bit, we have some barrels here. At the cellar, naturally, some of the wine evaporates, just like whiskey evaporates off barrels. We call that angel share. So angel share happens naturally when you age wines in oak. But in this particular Malbec, the barrels were going down a lot quicker than any other barrels. And my staff at the cellar was like, why, the angels love this wine so much and it's evaporating so quick. And I never told them until bottling that actually it was not angel share. It was me. I was every day before I go home, I'll just get a thief and steal a little bit of wine and sip through it. So I'm the monkey.
You're the monkey. Those real monkey business. That's
yeah.
I love it. I think this is really cool because I had the Vice in a little set I did with Wine Access, and that's how I got introduced to it. And a lot of my viewers have had your wine now. So this is a rare opportunity. It's a rare opportunity, guys that are watching, to actually meet the winemaker, which is really cool. So if you have questions for Malik, please put them in the comments and we'll get to them. But I want to hear a little bit more about you and your story, because I gotta ask. This is, so you're from you're born in Morocco.
Yeah.
And you also did the triathlon?
Yep, I still do it.
You still do it. Okay. I gotta hear. So give me a little rundown of you, because this is wild. We got a triathlete here. This is so cool.
So I'll tell you a little bit about the wine and then the triathlon.
Yeah.
So I was born in Morocco. I graduated high school at the age of 16 and went to medical studies in Senegal, West Africa, to be a doctor at the age of 17. I did really well the first year, but I kind of just didn't see myself being a doctor. And I loved wine growing up. I used to taste a lot with my father. So I decided to move to United States, specifically to New York, and chase a career in wine. So I kind of started really from the bottom of the industry and grew up, went up that ladder pretty quick. Before the age of 21, I was a sommelier. At the age of 21, I started working for Diageo, Moët Hennessy, doing distribution for them in New York. And I did a little bit of import business, importing wine from all over the world, small boutique craft, family-owned wines. And I realized that the wines I really like are the ones I cannot afford on a daily basis. And those wines are the Napa Valley wines. So I got obsessed with Napa. I just started coming here, almost every weekend, taking a red eye from New York, and it became a vice, hence the name The Vice. So Napa really became a vice.
Okay, so that's where the name comes from. See, I love this too, because you moved to New York. So I'm from New York originally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm from Long Island. How long did you live did you live in the city? Did you live in New York City?
Oh yeah, I lived in the streets for 6 months. I was a homeless for the first 6 months, and then I lived a little bit everywhere else. My first room was in Washington Heights. I lived a little bit in Brooklyn, but I lived most of my adulthood in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm. Where'd you live?
I lived on 46th Street between 2nd and 1st, the UN block, and then we moved a few blocks north to 55th Street and Sutton Place.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I was when I lived in the city, I was over at 80th and Amsterdam. So Upper West. Yeah.
Upper West.
Crazy. This is so cool. And it's so we're actually watching a real, true success story right here, guys, and
Thank you, Max.
So neat. This is so neat to hear stories like this. and yeah, I mean, and my comments here, if I can just fill you in on this,
Please.
people are really yeah, I know, guys. I know. This is real. Yeah, Leilani, this is the realist. Yeah, a real dude. Yes.
So I'll tell you about triathlon.
Yeah, triathlon.
Yeah, so growing up, I played all type of sports. I actually got my black belt in Taekwondo at the age of 12, and I was always swimming, biking, running. I never took I didn't actually even know what triathlon was until a few years ago. And back in 2017, I did a race at a West Point Military Academy. So, and I didn't train for it, and I end up second from my age group. So that race, I was really shocked because I was competing against the cadets, and so that race qualified me to nationals, and I went to nationals, ended up qualifying to the World Championship, and so now I'm part of the Team USA for age groupers. So I'm not an elite professional. So it's kind of like amateur league, I would say amateur league, Team USA. And yeah, triathlon is part of my daily life. Without it, I wouldn't be able to do what I do with wine, because I taste a lot of wine all day, every day. I start my tastings typically early in the morning, 6, 7 a.m., and I taste all throughout the day. So triathlon really is the balance in my life.
So you're up. Okay. So a typical day for you. Now you're up in Napa right now.
Yep.
So a typical day for you starts with what?
It starts with one of the triathlon sports, either swim, bike, run. But before that, I'll typically smell or taste a little wine. And immediately after, I'm tasting wine. So what I do every single day, actually, I brush my teeth with the same toothpaste always. I have the same rituals every morning, because I want to make sure that my palate is never corrupt. Like it tastes almost the same every single day. And the best time really to taste one is really in the morning. In the morning, your palate is really fresh, and it can capture more flavors than it does at night. And also after a workout, after you
Yeah.
work out, like your palate is more sensitive, and it's sharper. So my day really starts pretty early tasting wine, but I don't drink late at night. I stop tasting around 7 o'clock latest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I taste overnight, like 10, 11 p.m., then it kind of affects my next day a little bit.
So you're done by so most of the world is starting their wine consumption at 7 p.m. or earlier.
Yeah.
But you're tasting it at like 6, 7 a.m.
Yeah, but see the trick. I really believe that tasting throughout the day is kind of more fun than saving it for the nighttime.
Well,
And
yeah.
one glass in the morning feels like a bottle, so you really don't have to drink a full glass. You can just have a few sips, and it makes the morning goes by really well.
Okay, guys, you heard it from an actual expert. Okay, an actual triathlete expert winemaker has told you taste in the morning. We got to try this one day. I want to try this one day. I want to do I mean, I'll wake up for wine, so I'll do a 6 a.m. wine tasting with you. I don't know if I could keep up with you on the running and the swimming and whatever, but
I'm sure you can, Max. Come on. A little bit of wine, you'll run fast.
The only time I did anything, I did a 5K.
Okay.
But I wasn't running the whole time. we got our people watching in Australia. Amanda here, she's like, well, it's 11:30 a.m. there. So yeah, Amanda's off to a good start. So she's doing it right.
Absolutely. Yes.
I think, Jonelle here wrote, so Wine Wednesday brunch is going to be a thing now. I mean, it just should be breakfast.
I highly encourage breakfast. Yes. But again, don't drink the same as you drink at night.
Right.
It really, like, see, typically what I'll do on the weekends when I taste a lot. Tasting means I spit.
Right.
But when I really want to enjoy wines, like the Rutherford we're gonna have after, I typically, like, on a Saturday, I'll open that wine in the morning. I decant it at like 6, 7, 8 a.m. And every hour, I'll just pour myself 1 or 2 ounces. So a bottle has 24 ounces. So within 12 hours, I'm finishing the bottle. And every hour I get to taste a little, just a little rinse. So I'm tasting throughout the day, or I'm drinking throughout the day. And, I'm never intoxicated. It doesn't make me less productive. In fact, it makes me more productive.
You know what? I think wine tends to make me more productive too. I mean, but you're throwing in like workouts and things throughout the day. So you're like tasting wine, sniffing wine, running back to tasting wine. You're probably eating something really like healthy too. What are you eating like?
Um, See, I'm a huge fan of fats. I love my fats. I'm like, the keto became a trend, I guess, a few years ago, but I've loved always having um a lot of fats, and kind of fats actually with wine, they go very well
Oh yeah.
together, because if you mix very sweet stuff with wine, or if you drink sweet wine or cocktails, very
Yeah.
sweet cocktails, you tend to get hangovers the next day. And the hangover is not really caused by the alcohol, it is caused by the sugar.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love my fats.
Yeah. I mean,
All
me
time.
too. Me too. Yeah. I mean, always. And you want to have that kind of food when you're drinking this kind of wine, which it's very, very big wines that you make. Um, and we're gonna move. Do you want to move to the cab now? And
Sure.
all right, let's do it. So as you guys know, we did I'm just gonna slide this in. So we did a Vice cab in our tasting a few weeks ago that we did with Vanessa with Wine Access, and I know a lot of you guys had it, which was amazing. And it's a big wine. It's big, it's beautiful, it's everything you want in a cab, in a Napa cab. And I know so many of the viewers here loved it, and I was like, I need more of this.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. So in making this, so what we're doing, let me show you guys.
Rutherford Cabernet.
Rutherford Cabernet.
So that's a single vineyard, 2018. So the wine you have there, Max, it's a really unique thing that I'm doing with that wine. I don't think it has been done in the wine business. It's quite innovative, I believe. So I took that Cabernet from a single vineyard from Rutherford. All our wines, by the way, also the Malbec that you had, all our wines, we don't filter them. They go from barrel to bottle. We keep them as they are. We don't interfere with the wine at all. Just keep it as natural as possible. The wine you're having right now, it's almost like you're sitting with me right now here in the cellar tasting. It's from the barrel to the bottle. So it's raw, it's big. But what I did with this Rutherford Cabernet, I took the same wine, same vintage, and I aged it for 3 different times almost. So think of tequila. Tequila, there is the silver, then there is the reposado, then there's the añejo, then there's the extra añejo.
Mm-hmm.
So the silver would be the one that doesn't touch oak. In this case, the Rutherford that you have one here, it sits on oak, but it sits on oak for 12 months. The one you have is V1. So V1 spends 12 months in oak. I took the same wine, so a third of it went to V1, a third of it went to V2, and a third of it went to V3. V1 spent 12 months in oak. V2 spent 18 months in oak, and V3 we haven't even bottled it. We're actually bottling it next month.
Wow.
It's spending 24 months in oak. So I'm actually bringing to you the experience of what the oak influence does into the wine, because it kind of hasn't been done before. And you know, every winemaker out there, it's really their discretion when to bottle the wine, when they think the wine is fit for bottling. Some people, they bottle at 17 months, some at 12, some at 22. I believe that should be your choice, the wine drinker's choice. They should be able to choose how much oak they want to have in the wine. So that's what we did with this Rutherford wine. I think you have V1 is the one you have. It spent 12 months in oak.
This is, hold on a second. I got V2.
V2, so that's 18 months. So
18.
You're getting, yes.
Oh,
so so V2, you're gonna get, it's pretty masculine of a wine. It's got a lot of dark fruit also, but you're gonna get more of a toasted coconut. You're gonna get a little bit of like a touch of leather. You're gonna get a lot of vanilla, and that's from the oak.
I got you know, what's the spice I'm getting here? Oh man,
cloves, cardamom, nutmeg, something.
Yeah. And
there's a touch of spice.
There's a leather. There's a slight
tobacco leaf.
Yeah, there's like slight tobacco here. These are big. This is a big wine. This, okay, I gotta. Can I take a sip of this?
Yeah, please. So I'll tell you the trick with that, with this wine, since it's unfiltered, as all our wines are device wine. This wine, if you keep it open for 2, 3, 4 days, good luck if you don't finish it that soon. But if you keep it open for 4 or 5 days, it actually keeps opening up and opening up. It doesn't spoil. And at first, right now, the wine is very masculine, but as it opens up, it becomes more feminine. There's more floral notes that will come out with oxygen. You get more of black cherries again. You get more fruit as it opens up.
So it's really gonna, because like this. I mean, like, this is the kind of wine that it just boom, right? I mean, which is probably why I love it. And you want a big old steak with this. Like, this is,
Yep. You want something fatty with that, something that will cut through it. Cheese goes well with it. If you don't want to have a full meal, I suggest almonds, something nutty.
It is. I think, you know, you guys know that we put the Vice in our little Cheesy Pop collection a few weeks ago, obviously for a reason, and this is just wow. Yes, guys, this is a dream. I see Leilani here is like, this wine sounds like a dream. It is. I mean, it really is. You're doing something really special here, and I love the fact that you're doing this whole V1, V2, V3 thing. So this is aged 18 months. I got the V2.
Yep.
In the oak. Your V3 is 24 months. So I guess how long? So this was, and they're all 2018s, right? And so when would the V3, when would that be able to be purchased?
We're bottling it November 11th, and it will be available in December or January. V1 is available now. V2, we haven't released it. You're actually having it before everybody else. But we're gonna have a wooden gift box with V1, V2, V3, so people can open all three. It's the same exact wine from the same vineyard, same vintage, and same barrels. So you're really tasting the same wine, just being aged in 3 different age statements.
That's so cool. So you can actually sell it in the 3, so you can actually do a little vertical tasting like that. That's a really cool.
Yeah, vertical with the same vintage.
Vertical, same vintage, guys. That's really unique. That's really cool. And to be able to taste the differences is going to be a lot of fun. I think that's actually really, really cool. Got a question here.
Yes, please.
How much new oak barrels are used per V1, 2, and 3?
So there is about 40% new oak and 60% is 1 year season. At the Vice wine, we only use French oak. This is the first wine actually out of all 40 wines we've made so far. This is the first one we had a little bit of American oak in it.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of wanted to be, it's very innovative of of a concept. So we kind of wanted to have an American touch in there.
Okay.
And the American oak gives you that almost like a butternut squash, like that butterscotch. I'm sorry, butterscotch. The extra vanilla.
There's just something so like toasted about this. Oh, I mean, it's like, I don't know what kind of magic you're doing, but like, yeah, it's wow. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Max.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiffany, you're gonna want that set. It's that good. So guys that are watching right now, who's had the Vice? Let me know. And if you're gonna get the Vice, let me tell you what the Vice is. What you're doing right now, Malik, is amazing to help out Napa Valley. Guys, every order that you place on the Vice wine is going to the Napa Valley Community Disaster Relief Fund. 100%?
100% of the profits for our online platform goes to the charity. I'll say more than probably 80% of our business comes from retail nationally. So we're very strong online as well, and we're giving it all back to the community. And we owe it to Napa. We owe it to Napa community.
That's amazing. So 100% of the sales, guys. I'm going to put the link right here for you all right now because Joyce, yes, I know. I see the questions coming in. How do we order it? Yes, there you go. So there's a link and 100% to Napa. And, I'm all about that. We were raising money yesterday for Napa. And, so I just want to continue to keep doing that. So here's a way to raise money for Napa and help out Napa Valley and also have this incredible wine. So it's really a win-win. Order some wine because it's going to an amazing cause right now, and the wine is amazing too. So yeah. Do you, yeah. So thanks for doing that. It's really,
thank you, Max.
I just really, any way we can give back right now is it's like so essential. And so thank you for doing that. That's really cool. Guys, before we go here, if you have any other questions for Malik, get them to me right now. Because we do have to go here in a few minutes. So if you have any questions, I know I might have missed questions that came in earlier. It's hard to keep up sometimes, as you guys know. But if you have a question, get it in right now. We'll try to answer it in the next couple minutes before we head out of here. So You have the
So
link there.
Max,
Yes, there it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's. I love that Leilani said that she thought it was like a Zoom background, but no, that's actually a real background that you're in.
oh yeah, this is the actually old school press machine, and I got some barrels here.
So cool. It's so neat. I gotta come, I gotta come up eventually, and we'll do this in person one day.
Please, I'd love to host you here.
For sure. Because we got this like because like you're an LA Napa person now.
Yeah, I do this every week, back and forth, and
Yeah.
it's like taking it's like getting stuck in the subway sometimes in New York. It
Yeah.
can take forever. It's 5-hour drive. It's not that hard. And I would love to host you here, Max.
I love it. Thank you. See, you got to teach me your secret as to how to live in LA and Napa, because that's what you're doing. So I got to figure this out for myself. That's it. Because that's the dream,
Thank you.
We're gonna make it happen. So guys, I'm trying to just hear. Oh, this is really cute. Dee Dee said you have a beautiful smile.
Thank you. Thank you, Didi.
Yeah, it's we love it. Dee Dee, Amanda, I love it. You guys, yes, we can all take a field trip one day. They're all like field trip. We can all take a field trip one day when we can all like do things and travel again safely. Oh man, I know.
I'll host you here only if you start tasting with me early in the morning.
Oh,
if you're not tasting in the morning, don't come here. Sorry.
It's on. See, I told you I will get up for wine. Do I have to get up at how early do you have to get up?
We can start tasting at 9:30.
Oh, I got that. That's fine.
Yeah.
No, I get up in the 7 o'clock hour usually. So like, I could go earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome. Come on in.
So yeah. I mean, I can go. Let's go earlier than that. I'm good. Yeah. Let's do it. Amanda just said she'd get up at 2 a.m. for that. Listen, if we're gonna do it, I want to do it your way. So I come up and we taste wine really early, and I'll also have to run and do things too. But we'll see how I do with that. But I'm all in on the wine tasting at 7 a.m. Sure, I'll taste the wine at 7 a.m. Let's do it.
I'll take you up on that.
All right. We love it. Thank you. This was so much fun. This was really so much fun, Malik. Thanks. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Max. Thanks for having me.
This was
Thank you for enjoying the Vice.
Oh yeah. Guys, again, if you would like to get the Vice wine, click the link that I posted in the chat there for you. 100% of the profits right now going to Napa Valley. Loved hearing your story. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us and your wine with us. This was so great.
Thank you, Max.
Appreciate it. Guys, that is it for tonight. I told you I'd get you out of here before the vice presidential debate, so we're gonna go all watch that now.
The Vice.
Yes.
The Vice with the Vice.
The Vice with the Vice. You see that this is what the synergy is off the charts. We love it. So that's it. I'm taking my Vice. Gonna go watch the vice presidential debate. You all go watch it too, guys. Thank you, Malik. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.